Welcome to Pugging with Shintar episode 30, the one in which Pugette hits level 70! And there's someone dinging behind me right in queue. And I'm not just going to hit level 70, I'm going to do it in the new flashpoint, Traitor among the Chiss. As a disclaimer, I have done it already, so I'm not going in blind. But I've only done it twice on solo mode and once in veteran mode. So while I do know what's happening, I'm far from being as knowledgeable about it as I am about most of the other flashpoints I've run for the series. So let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, and the patch also revamped the group finder window, which is now called activity finder because there is some solo stuff on here as well. I haven't actually had a chance to try it yet, so this is actually the first time I'm gonna queue for something. Through it. Okay, got the new flashpoint selected. Oh yeah, spoiler warning, while the veteran mode doesn't have any story cutscenes, the voice over at the very start is basically a giant spoiler for Crisis on Umbara. I don't know why somebody thought that was a good idea, but just so you are aware. There was no sound when I queued up there. I missed it. It wasn't the usual... Okay, I can't do it. But the sound I'm used to when you queue up. It was completely silent. I wouldn't know that I'm in the queue if that icon wasn't flashing. By the way, they didn't implement any of those features I was speculating about, such as showing you how far you are towards forming a group or how long you've been in the queue or average wait time. I was a little disappointed, but it was only a guess anyway. Whoa, nothing like having a Lana in a bikini appear next to you. Unexpectedly. Poor Lana. Here we go! And everybody's at least to level 65. That should make things easier.
Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. Intel says Theron Shan has taken refuge in the Inrokini camp. Infiltrate the camp and you'll find your traitor.
So the first thing about this flashpoint is that the environment is absolutely gorgeous. I really wish this was an open planet and not just a flashpoint. But hey, you gotta take what you can get. We even have a tank. Now this first bit, which has you going through the city.
I assume you want them back.
Destroying them would send a more potent message. I'd appreciate your help with that.
This first bit that has you going through the city feels quite long. But it depends on how many mobs you kill. The tank did just ask whether we want to do the bonus. I don't mind, I am fine. But this is quite an old school and lengthy bonus. Because, well, actually it's not just one, there's 3 different bonus missions, which are not connected to the bonus boss. But they all require you to run into various nooks and crannies to click on things. But it goes a lot faster if you just basically don't kill the things you need for the bonus. Nobody but me has commented on whether they do want it. So we'll see whether we actually do it. So the trash mobs in here are interesting is the right word to use maybe. I like that they all have abilities that you actually notice, so you're not just mowing them down. Like you have, I don't remember for sure who does what, but there's some that do a flash grenade on the ground and stun you. There are the enforcers which gain a temporary immunity shield. There are some that go into stealth, like this guy just now that went for a little while. And that's interesting to me. But the problem I have with some of them is that the mechanics don't actually encourage you to do anything different. What I mean is, the enforcers, for example, with the temporary immunity shield, it's instant and there's nothing you can do about it. Just appears. So, and then all you can do is wait for it to fall off, because for a few seconds they won't take any damage. So, while it was interesting at first as something different, after a few pulls I thought to myself, well, what is the point other than to slow you down? Because it doesn't encourage you to play in a different way. There isn't... You cannot avoid it. I see our forces finally joined us. They seem to be hanging back a bit. So yeah, I'm still... As I said, I've run this 3 times in total, and I'm still a bit undecided on how I feel about the trash. Likes me. So yeah, you see this shield on the Enforcer. And it's like, okay, he's immune to damage for a few seconds. What am I supposed to do? Just wait? I guess kill another mob first if there is one. But if there isn't one, it just delays you. I'm also quite glad that we have a proper group setup with a tank and healer, because the one thing I immediately noticed when I ran this on veteran mode with my guildies was that it felt once again like the sort of flashpoint that wasn't really designed for a role neutral group. I had this feeling with Crisis on Umbara as well, with loads of damage from the trash. And as you can see, I had to do quite a lot of healing there already on these trash pools. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this with 4 level 15s and no healing. See, look at my health going down! I have to do proper work here. And oh dear, one of our DPS has run off the other way. He's found his way back to us. Oh, it's the guy that was lagging behind initially. Oh, and he brought so many extras, wow! Jeez! This is like a hard mode flashpoint here. All those mobs at once. I'm curious to see how long this run will take. My first solo mode run actually took me over an hour, but that was with some interruptions, so that wasn't all playtime. But there is definitely a lot to do here if you stick your nose into every nook and cranny for the bonuses. And since we do seem to be going for the bonus, it will probably take a little while. Don't know what this scoundrel is doing. He's just running back and forth and here's another Hungarian guild name. Is this the same one I've looked up 2 or 3 times already? Can't remember. behavior of this group does feel a bit haphazard. I mean, with both DPS running around a bit randomly. And the Vanguard mostly seems to be spamming his auto attack. I forgot what it's called. Hammer shot, obviously. Yes, I should know that because it's the same as mine. But
are picking up communications relays nearby.
yeah, like why is he?
Receiving outside help.
The tank goes one way and the Vanguard just hammer shots another group. Not wise. So yeah, it's also taking a while for things to die with the Vanguard hammer shotting things and the smuggler randomly running up and down. I kind of want to know if these people have... And again, they run off in different directions. Kind of want to know if these people have done this one before. I suppose the tank has, since he did ask about the bonus and has been going the correct direction. Probably stop healing this guy if he keeps pulling, but well, actually I should probably say something first, since his hammer shotting is maybe an inclination of someone who's a bit new to the game. I don't know. Just say, please stay with the tank. Because it's definitely helpful if the group doesn't run off into different directions. Nope, Scoundrel is going off on his own again. It's just a matter of time until he pulls something, I guess. Yay, he came back to perform the task the tank asked of him. Do love how beautiful the scenery is. Like, it's really worth looking up here. Though I do wonder how they managed to keep all this tropical environment here right next to snowy mountains. But I guess it's weather control system or something. Now what? And we got... I think we got two groups at once again, didn't we? I think so. But I only have a few bars left to level 70. So exciting. Also, it was not a good idea to go this way because the turret for the bonus is on the other bridge. I like how this commando is just sort of standing off to the side and didn't engage. People are running on without... Oh no, is our tank going to leave due to lag? Apparently so. Meanwhile, DPS is pulling more stuff. I guess this time the guy will die, because I'm not there to save him. Oh, and the tank also, he just ulted forward instead of leaving. That's not very helpful. I guess we need to initiate the vote kick then. There's left. Okay. People agreed. Okay, the Vanguard did know to requeue us for a replacement. Scoundrel is standing here in stealth. Let's see what we get instead. Also, where they zone in. Cool, they joined the group and instantly left the group. I guess they don't like this flashpoint. I wish you could go back and get that one turret. I don't get this whole thing where you... can we get this one without pulling anything? These are just friendly guys. I think there's a wandering patrol somewhere. Should I risk it? I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Anyway, I was going to say, I hate it when people agree to do the bonus but then leave out like one thing and leave it unfinished.
Citizens of Copero, authorities have the situation in hand. Do not interact with soldiers of House Inrokini. Please remain in your homes until further notice. We thank you for your cooperation.
Let's see if this person will stay longer than a few seconds. Oh, and they're loading in here. This is good, so they don't have to run all the way through the city. They're also a tank, wow! Lucky us. I mean, this is veteran, so you're not guaranteed any setup.
How's it going?
Okay, now hopefully the scoundrel will stop being AFK. Yep, he's moving again. I guess he was just hiding in case any of us did a derp and pulled some trash. Again, running past one turret. Oh yeah, this was me stupidly trying to DPS the mob while he had his immunity shield up. So it did nothing. Yeah, well, let's just get this turret. Okay, good. We are getting it. Turrets actually require you to kill less extra stuff than the supply mission, but we're close to finishing both, so... If people don't want to do the other bonus after that, I won't mind. But, you know, since we just have come this far, we should really be able to finish it. And what's going on here? Scoundrel going backwards again? I don't know what for, because I don't think we missed anything. I did go back for that one turret we were missing. The Scoundrel is a very independent character in any case. Always running off to do his own thing. Here's a mob gone into stealth again. Actually, I should see if the stealth scan works on throwing them out of stealth more quickly. That did there was a stealth scan right on top of this area, and it did nothing to this guy. Not fair. Here's also a sort of bonus boss, which I'm not sure of the purpose. He's not really a bonus boss, he's just a gold mob with a name. And there are 3 of these throughout the instance, and you get an achievement if you kill them all. But that is literally all there is to it. They don't drop anything interesting. That's a boss, you know, said our tank. Well, not really. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting myself killed here, nearly. Everything is shooting me. I have no idea what this sentence is supposed to mean. Look, achievement 17 2.5, all damage 2k. So I'm guessing achievement means achievement, but 1,725, is that someone's achievement score? No, that would be very low. Damage 2k what? Anyway, she has dramatic music, but drops nothing. Is how you can describe this boss. Anyway, I do not particularly mind. It's just that I already have the achievement, so you don't get anything for doing it more than once. You also have these NPCs. Well, there was one here until a moment ago. I was going to say these NPCs sport the new haircuts they have on their cartel market, which I think is a very cunning form of advertising, because when I was here the first time, I actually paused at next to some friendly NPCs and I went, wait, what's that hair? I don't have that hair. And then I remembered, oh, they said they were gonna put some new customizations on the cartel market, so I went and bought them right there and then. This rate, I think I'm gonna ding when we complete this next bonus mission. And get ready for it. Ding! That's another character at level 70. And now I'll be earning CXP. I actually didn't think of getting a CXP booster for this occasion. But I guess I'll survive just earning normal CXP for this one flashpoint. Fun time! Yeah! So I assume people have done this before. Now, I didn't like this boss very... Wow! See, command rank 2 already! It only takes like 1 CXP, I think. What was I saying? Yes, I didn't like this boss too much when I did it on solo mode, because it takes so much damage to die. Whoa! Wow, our tank is taking loads of damage. I was going to say he doesn't do much damage, but apparently he does some damage. If you stand in his fire cone, I guess. No, but when I did this myself, I didn't struggle with the damage. It just took me ages to kill him. I mean, I'm a healer on my main, So, but still, with full 2 for 8 gear, I wouldn't have expected it to take that long. Also, I died once because I disconnected in the middle of the fight. Figures. Wow, that is a lot of damage going around. How are you supposed to survive this without a healer? I mean, there are only a couple of those heal things, and as I've criticized Zumbara, this type doesn't respawn during the fight, so once they're gone, unless you wipe. So how are like 3 of those Colto stations supposed to last you through the entirety of the... Look! Feels like we've been going forever already and the boss is at 83% health. So Vanguard is running right into the fire there. Okay, let's use this, but it's not gonna save us, is it? I mean, I can do a combat rest. Nope! No combat rest, she left. Well, that's probably going to be a wipe. I mean, we have no more Colto stations. We have 1 person down. And at least one of the remaining people is fond of running into fire. So apparently this guy does more damage than I remember. Whoa! At least if you stand in all the bad stuff, I guess. I'm usually not one to stand in the bad stuff. Oh, I didn't even know you could requeue in the middle of a fight. That would be funny if someone joined us. Right in the middle. Oh no, I'm tanking, aren't I? Due to healing aggro. Excellent. Yep, this level 70 is joining us in the middle of the boss fight. Where is he zoning in though? I can see him. Oh, just outside, I guess. Makes sense. I wonder if this boss has an enrage. I suspect that if he does, we're going to fight out. How are we still not killing these ads with the boss at 76%? Is that, have they killed any ad? I wonder if this new person will stay with us or also leave, since she can't even join the fight. So what was I saying about this boss? Yeah, he's really tedious. I didn't find him that hard previously, but tedious. Apparently he can also be hard if enough people stand in bad stuff. I mean, all he does is circles and crap and adds. I guess that can still be hard. Oh! Did one of those consoles respawn after all, or did we have one left? Oh no, it looks like they do reappear. It just takes a long time. Are they hitting the boss at all? Oh yeah, hammer shots! Yes, hammer shots for the boss. But then the next set of ads has spawned. I don't actually know whether the ads are tied to timer or his health. I thought it was his health. But oh, and there goes the new person as well. It's like group finder roulette. I've not had that in a while, where you rotate through loads of different people. Oh, and the smuggler has now gone into a corner to stealth out. Well, that's not very helpful. Oh, he has left as well now. Okay. Now, the question is, how long do we keep this going? I mean, as long as our vanguard here can stay out of the circles, we can probably survive indefinitely as long as the boss doesn't enrage. But it's going to be extremely boring. I mean, part of me wants to just, you know, slash stack and start over. And another part of me is like, let's just... The funny thing is, even if we get replacements, they will again appear behind the wall and be unable to join us. And probably leave again. But hey, all the cultist stations have respawned, so I learned that these do respawn. They just seem to have a longer timer than the regular ones. Has the boss's health moved at all? I think it was at 75% when the ad spawned, and all the ads are still alive, and the boss is at like 73%. It's gonna take very, very long time to die, with the only DPS coming from a hammer-shotting vanguard. I'm leaning more and more towards the slash stuck option. Yeah, I can't summon a companion while fighting. Well, I will consider this a learning experience. I guess we will find out whether the ads are tied to boss health or a timer, because at the current rate, we should, if it's a timer, we will get more before we ever kill these. Oh, he looks... In case you're not reading the chat, we now have no DPS because his weapon broke. Well, that's a new one. Look, even while standing in the red circles, it takes a while to die without healing. I had no idea that was even a thing. I mean, I know your gear takes damage from fighting. Can I go in and repair here, or...? Yeah. From, not just from dying, but also from fighting, but I don't think I have ever had someone's gear break mid-fight from fighting, because it's just been going on for so long. Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad that Vanguard is taking it with humor at least. Let's see how soon we get a replacement. I mean, it is veteran mode. It is also 11:15. So gone midnight in Central Europe. He says MMOing on a Saturday night is the best. Oh, I'm guessing he has Apparently the profanity filter doesn't like turd, which is a part of Saturday. This is why I don't use the profanity filter, because it's silly. Well, in the meantime, let's open my first command crate boxes and see what's inside them. Maybe some gear. Yeah, look at that! Teal gloves! I mean, it's only 230, but I'll take it. I think I also need command tokens, yeah? I'm not on backs at the moment. Yeah, let's take him. This I don't need. And usually I wouldn't claim green 2 to 8 gear, but at the moment I'm like, why not? It is an upgrade. Disintegrate that. I guess I always claim companion gifts, because why not? Let's put on those gloves and those legs. It's taking a while to get 2 more people. Guess just because of the time. Oh, I can get another combat proficiency as well. I hadn't noticed that. I hope the group finder is working correctly, because this is taking a while. Even for the time. I hope it didn't get confused by the scoundrel leaving just as we were requeuing to replace that other guy. Too many people coming and going. I'm tempted to ask him to leave the queue and rejoin it just to be on the safe side. Oh no, it looks like he's leaving. Well, that's a shame. Thanks, new group finder. Well, now I could leave, but of course I cannot queue for replacements because it's just me left. Don't think the other guy meant to leave. It's like when he passed me leader, something bugged out and caused him to leave the group. That's annoying. Well, what to do here? Strictly speaking, I don't have to continue because I hit my goal of reaching the level cap, but on the other hand, I don't much like leaving a flashpoint unfinished. I mean, I've made it all the way to 70 without ever not finishing a flashpoint, even when we kept wiping in Umbara. But on the other hand, it's probably not the best time to start over. So I guess I'll give this another go tomorrow morning, or at least have a think about it then. Right, it is the next morning. I have picked up a shiny new assault cannon for Pugette, as well as a couple of hand-me-downs from my commando main, though still most of her gear is still crappy leveling stuff. I picked up a CXP boost, because why not, and I'm going to do this flashpoint. Hopefully the group finder won't bug out again, if/when we need a replacement. Yep, one person left right away.
Of the Chiss expansionary defense force. Intel says Theron Shan has taken refuge in the Inrokini camp. Infiltrate the camp and you'll find your traitor.
Anyway, unless anything outrageous happens, I will probably cut out all the trash until the first boss, because that's how far we got last time, and I mean, that's what you really want to see, right? How things go from there. Right, we are nearly at the first boss again. We only did the second bonus because, well, I pulled towards tried to pull towards the first bonus, one of the DPS kept going the opposite direction, even though he didn't say he didn't want to do it. So we just sort of gave up and went his way eventually. Also, we had another guy quit a few pulls in, who was replaced by another level 70. So, we'll see how this goes. We have 2 level 70s again. Only downside is we don't have a proper tank, so basically I'm face tanking most of the time. Okay, only one guy is going after the ads, but I guess it's better than nothing. Hardly have time to see what's going on. I think the ads are being killed this time. And nobody is standing in bad stuff, so far so good. To be fair, it's quite hard not to stand in any of the bad stuff here as a melee. Guess there's just so much of it. So it's interesting that with a good grid group you can actually probably ignore the ads, because the boss will die quickly enough and they don't do that much damage. But I have to say, in a random like this, I do definitely prefer people actually killing the ads. Wow. Okay, well I like that he's seems to be more impressed by dying than annoyed. Let's get him up here, and then as soon as he accepts, I take this thing. I didn't seem to have reached him. Is there a sort of limited range? Oh, actually, no, I went through it and it didn't do anything. Okay, well, he went through it now. Just as well. Boss is at 33%, so we're getting somewhere. Well, now we can nuke the boss. He's nearly dead. Kill the ads afterwards. Oh, plant. Well, I already got one of those, so we'll only greed. No idea if this cosmetic gear is any good. tank augment. Great, since I'm not a tank. Phew, okay, well, as far as I remember, this is about as hard as it gets. Interesting that the shadow needed on this adaptive armor. I mean, I don't care, but it's interesting that someone felt the need to roll need on empty gear shell. Right, so this next section is the inside of a ship factory. And it's not as long, fortunately. I have the impression Shun the Sentinel is the one person who really knows what they're doing. It has been here before. Not so sure about the other two. Why are they not following? They not found the elevator. So the inside of this factory looks pretty cool. I mean, I prefer natural environments over technological ones, but you know, if you look around here, this looks pretty damn impressive. Oh my god, I hadn't even noticed that the ceiling opens here to let shuttles go in and out. That's really cool. Yeah, here we just have to run across some of these platforms and kill stuff. There's another bonus, but that then requires you to jump on most of the platforms, even though it's not required to progress the flashpoint, so... guessing we won't be going for that. Some of these mobs can be knocked down, I think. Well, if you can knock them far enough, that is. Yeah, we haven't made a move towards this bonus, so that's okay. And here you have some magnetic grappling hooks, which you use to jump across. And they can fail! I died to this on my first run, where it pulled me over, but then not really. As in, it pulled and I bounced off this wall and fell down to my death. That was not very nice. Glom has died. How has Glom died? He's I have no idea. Haha, I fucked it up. Okay. So that's how Glom died. Well, actually, I was gonna say, can I knock this one off? But it's only a weak mob. Right, can I do a knockoff here? Yes! Bye bye, security droid.
My informants tell me Zenta's been gathering Alliance and Ascendancy secrets for some time.
If you slice House Inrokini's terminals, we can find out what they know.
Right, the second boss is this sniper person. And her mechanics are basically that she snipes and moves around and has some ads. That's it. Someone's clicking on the terminals, but we're way past most of them, so it won't do us any good. There are also some... Oh yeah, well I guess the sort of thing that sort of makes her unique is that some of these snipers are upstairs. And you have more of these grappling hooks, so you can go upstairs quickly if you like. And then kill these off quickly. I mean, I'm not a DPS, but they are only weak, so... Oh, I jumped down just as the boss jumped up, because yes, she also jumps up. Looks like Glom is in trouble again. Oh, I see, he got all the downstairs ads on him. Hang in there, Glom! He made it up now. Oh no, there he goes again. Bombarders again. Ain't easy being the level 13 and level 70 group, I guess. But he's holding up well. We do have some ads on this still. Go Glum! Aiming the ads with me! Right. Boss is nearly dead. Right, that went well. Oh, I don't have one of those, so let's need on that. DPS augment, also only grade. Still adds around, I guess. Whoa, actually, isn't this like the next trash pull? How did we pull that? Yes, never mind killing things, let's celebrate the new decos. Oh well, we're all alive, so it's fine. Right, so now we're getting towards the third part of the flashpoint. Here's first off, well, first off there's another trash pull. Oh, that's not what I meant to say. But first we have a bonus boss down this corridor. I do like this new model they have for bonus bosses where you don't need to do a special quest to unlock them. You just have to decide to go into their corner and kill them. Now, I don't know why there is a walker on a platform on a mountainside. It seems a very random place to put a walker. Anyway, he has the mechanic that he just puts some fire on you, but the main thing is that he has this strike team support droid, which is totally immune to damage. And so I needed to stretch. And it heals and buffs the droid. So you can't kill it, you can only interrupt and stun it every so often, though long time stuns also don't really work on it, because it has this buff called System Scan, which removes any long duration crowd controls after 20 seconds. What's going on here? Oh, Glom is AFKing or something. And our Sage is not too pleased because she needs to finish soon. But he's moving now. Anyway, so yes, we have to stay out of bad stuff, interrupt the ad when we can, and every now and then there'll also be some little dudes spawning here, but they can mostly be knocked off the platform. It's also going the wrong way compared to us. I guess Sure has decided to just pull. It's not very polite, but then it's also not polite of Glom to keep us waiting, I suppose. Let's see if he continues his way or turns around and comes back to where we are. Oh, apparently he's just quit the group. Don't know why. He hasn't said anything about anything negative whatsoever. Well, might as well press find replacement now. I'm not sure if that person will be able to join into the fight. Doesn't seem to be a door or anything locking them out here. Let's put an interrupt. Or I can, I guess. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I see. We we had another person join and then leave instantly. How annoying. I take it people really don't like getting this flashpoint right now. Probably because it's perceived as hard being a new thing. And it is hard without the healer, but we have a healer, so eh. Interrupt these repairs. Suppose I can also try to get the long-term CC on it. Won't last the entire duration, but it will last 20 seconds. As long as nobody hits it. Ow. Oh, we have another healer. Well, better than nothing at this point. Whoa, nearly got knocked down there. Cool down. And yes, he was able to join us. That's nice. See, he's also interested in controlling the drone. This is good. Barn has been defeated. Okay. Wait, my knockback failed out. No, wow, just major lag. I don't know what happened to Barn, the healer there. Damn it, that repairs went through. But I can't kill ads and interrupt and everything at the same time. Unfortunately, everyone else appears to be fully focused on the boss only. Ah, that was close. Wow, ow. The tricky thing about this boss is that there isn't much space on the platform. So, well, in theory it's not that hard to stay out of the bad stuff. There isn't much space to do so, and you might get knocked off to your death. But the boss is nearly dead, so there is hope. Whew, okay, he managed to kill it. Fortunately, it's not really that important on veteran mode to control the drone. I mean, it helps, I guess, but... And now we get to the part of the flashpoint that is mainly a puzzle with only a few mobs in. I thought that was quite interesting on solo mode to have puzzles. But... I'm not sure how well it translates to group. I mean, you're not really puzzling when you already know what's gonna happen. So I guess it's just a bit of busy work to deal with. It's funny when I get aggro from DPS.
The Chiss use these beasts to guard their valuable secrets and to access them. You'll need to earn this one's trust in order to cross.
Right here you get past this giant cat by throwing a bit of food at it.
A test of logic.
So it goes
Be
neutral
careful.
and you can walk
One
past it.
move will spring one of Copero's many traps.
Though apparently you can still kill it afterwards and get an achievement. Though it has a lot of health, so I have not actually tried this. And here you need to repair this thing, for which you go up the mountain. Oh, I guess maybe the stealthy guy can just go and pick it up without us killing the rest of the mobs. Bye, Wampa. There is a certain fun in knocking things to the death here. Oh, woo! Okay, that didn't quite work as intended, I guess. As in, I think he got the thing, but he also spawned all those droids. So we still need to kill them. So have we got the thing? There is unfortunately nothing showing you. No, we haven't even got the thing. Okay, so he just turned ahead and spawned droids. Because the thing is there are 3 doors to click on and only one of them contains the thing you need. And we completely... So if you know, you can just go to this door right away, I guess, without spawning the droids and pick up the thing. But apparently our scoundrel did not know this. He knew he could stealth ahead to the doors, but he didn't know which door he actually needed to open. Right, so we click on this machine here and
This is a test of strategy.
it melts
You'll
this
need to
ice
disable
door.
these lasers to safely pass.
Whoop!
But the way forward is not always what you expect.
That was me unnecessarily running into some cats. That can be bypassed. I forgot that they were there. Here's another Wampa. Bye, Wampa. 2 and 1. Excellent. Maybe. Yep, and there's an Asta knocking them off. Excellent work. Excellent work. So here we have to go past these lasers and click on some consoles. Clicking on the console turns the laser off. It's like a miniature labyrinth. Except that it's not really all that labyrinthic. I mean, you just sort of keep going around the corners and everything. Ooh. Wow, the lasers barely even hurt. I've not actually touched one before, but I mean... Our Sentinel only took minimal damage there. Makes me wonder if you even need to turn all the lasers off, or if you could just run through to the other side. Clearly forgot something there because that laser is still on. Oh, I'll keep clicking those panels. Doesn't seem like we needed to, because I mean you can just... I guess it doesn't really matter. And here you need to find the right one of these that works, which you can do by walking up here and using some macro binoculars, but I don't think it changes, so you can also always just click on the middle one right away. Yep. Right, and then we're at the last boss, who is actually still a bit confusing to me, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I've seen his mechanics, but there's some things I'm still unclear about. For example, he shoots a targeted laser beam, and I noticed if you hide behind one of these pillars while he does that, the pillar falls down. But it doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe it does something if you can get it to fall on his head. I have not been able to try that though. So either way, it's definitely not a requirement. As obviously I've done fights so it didn't crash any of the pillars, and it didn't seem to make a difference. It's just interesting. The most unique mechanic this guy has, though apparently the new Ops boss has something similar, is that near the end there's this, he goes into a sort of semi-stealth, I guess. Though here the excuse is that there is a snowstorm so you can't see him. And you have to be really close to see him, otherwise he's just invisible. Like, see, I'm gonna try and show the thing with the pillar. Oh, actually I failed because I didn't get behind the pillar. I aimed him at the pillar, but he still shot me first. Ah yes, now it started, I think. No, not yet, sorry. Everything's getting a bit darker. There is some snow going on now. There's some snowstorming, but not quite enough to make him invisible at range. It's a very strange move to sort of throw me into an orbital bombardment while force choking me. Spin him. I didn't see that he does such a funny spin there. Anyway, now it started, I think. Yes, I can't even see him. But then is he sort of phases in and out if I'm at range, because I need to get close enough to actually see him. It's called here insight. You're close enough to see the guy, basically. If I'm too far away, I get another debuff that's called Snowblind. Yep. Now I'm like, where is he? Usually where the melee is waving their sabers. Where is he now? Whoa! Poor man, nearly died there. It's quite funny with the spin that I never noticed that he does a fancy spin before knocking you back. But other than that, there really isn't anything too tough about this guy. Right, alacrity augment. Well, I guess I can need on that. So I probably won't bother to augment Pugette's gear anytime soon, but it's fine on equip, so I can send it to my main. What does this look like? Not bad, except that it makes you bald, I guess. Maybe nice for characters that don't have much hair to begin with. Anyway, that is a traitor among the Chiss. Which apparently requires a certain amount of persistence to complete. I need to do a count of how many people joined and left in total since I first queued for this. It must have been quite a number. Anyway, with that, Pugging with Shintar is at its end for now, because I have reached my goal of getting Pugette to max level and completing all the flashpoints I meant to run. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been interesting to watch the channel grow, considering I originally only created it as a place to upload boss kill videos for my guild. It's been quite cool to see people subscribe and watch just to see the series, so thanks very much for that. I probably won't be uploading anything for the next few weeks, because I don't have another series. But I do have some ideas of how to maybe continue it next year. So just stay tuned. And I will see you then, I guess. Bye!
Bye.